Greedshot is a stylish arena shooter with co-op play, anime-inspired visuals, and a live VTuber host who reacts to your actions.
Boom! Headshot! Right on target! Don't lose your head!
Battle through fast-paced missions with roguelike elements, unlock new gear, and climb the ranks of a deadly game show. Greedshot, which sounds a lot like what if Elon Musk took a cum shot on a girl from Epstein Island. Aesthetically, I have no disagreement here, as that is probably this game's strongest attribute next to its great audio design and soundtrack.
Right on target!
But I see that boomer shooter tag, which probably makes this the toughest one to judge by that standard. In Greedshot, you play as one of these two guys, as you can choose from solo or co-op in this playtest, and my friends would rather play Helldivers 2, so I played it solo. Let's get the bad out of the way first, cause this game deserves to be championed, especially if it fixes to lean more to boomer shooter rather than how it currently feels, which is more in line with a tactical FPS, like Rainbow Six Siege. You know, the never-dying live service Ubisoft model that it forced Ghost Recon into, which further ensured the death of Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six Siege, or a Ghost Recon game that felt like Advanced Warfighter. Hell, I'd settle for a Ghost Recon that felt like Rainbow Six on the N64. Those games are fine on their own, but no one will mix that up with a Quake or a Dusk, and that's the main issue here. Controls feel like they belong in a Rainbow Six Siege world, as running can only be done holding down the shift button, where your base movement is pretty damn slow. Too slow to be a boomer shooter, especially when strafing isn't an option. Well, technically it is if you hold down one of the lean keys, like you would in Rainbow Six. This means you gotta hold down the W, E, and D keys to strafe right, and the W, Q, and A keys to strafe left, which is not comfortable to say the least. Gameplay seems to encourage to go slow and be more reliant on aiming down your sights like a tactical shooter would, which is a shame because you can do just fine aiming down from the hip, but the movement cripples that approach in favor of the lean and aiming down your sights mechanics. You can change your key bindings to find a happier medium, but I'm playtesting this the way how I imagine the developer intended the game to be played, so I'll do just that. But if the developer sees this video, I hope they consider cutting the lean mechanics in favor of better mobility, because this could be an arena boomer shooter if control-wise it didn't lean heavily towards tactical. The premise and art direction is where I hold out hope for this game, because it's very Unreal Engine meets Unity Konichiwa Games meets Mullet Mad Jack. You're essentially live streaming your carnage, much like in Mullet Mad Jack. You got your own moderator, much like Mullet Mad Jack.
Don't lose your head.
And your level progression is done through followers you gain. The comment section at the end is confusingly adorable. Combat outside of the controls is your standard affair. It works, but again, with a comic book feel for each kill, it helps in hiding some of its shortcomings. Most levels are, at least in the playtest, just killing a certain amount of enemies, then go to the exit. The AI follows Return to Castle Wolfenstein rules, as in once an alarm is set, all the enemies will head your direction. Only thing is, there's no alarm. That's just how the AI operates, so find your favorite safe space and you can just lemming them down. In the playtest, I couldn't find any upgrades, but I did find this adorable gun station where I tried out the submachine gun and assault rifle. The kickback on the sub is a little too much, so just stick with the assault. I could be wrong, but upgrades may be the extended magazines and silencers, but you can only carry 2 guns, and you have to sacrifice one of those guns for one with one of those old add-ons. Again, the presentation, art design, sound, and game concept are all sound, but hopefully the developer can consider going more boom than tactical. Still, outside of Echo Point Nova, we got the Painkiller remake, so we need a winner in the co-op boomer shooter world.
Boom! Headshot!